What's happening, everybody? Semi-original guy, aka Mr. Cannon here from Advanced Wars by Web, bringing you episode 6, part 6, mission 6 of the Kartal mini war room hack. So this is a fantastic one. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you have a chance, if you're not already. So let's go ahead and get into this one. So this one, super fun, because it is Andy, Max, and Sammy all versus Flock. So the Orange Star Army has been cornered. Flock, who launches a final offensive in a desperate attempt. Destroy all mini cannons to win. The max speed is 11 days. I'll have this one won in no time, says the boy wonder himself. So these missions are always super fun. Like, it's always a lot of fun to do like a 3 versus 1 final battle type situation, right? Very reminiscent of the original Advance Wars when you got to go up against Sturm in the final battle. Although this time, you get all the Orange Star COs instead of a mix. Now, fun fact, in the original Advance Wars campaign, if you are gonna fight Sturm, if you just do all your missions randomly with no like thought process behind them, you actually end up with this trio in the very last battle, which is kind of fun. I mean, everybody wants to play like, you know, the Eagles and the Kanbais and the Grits or the Maxes, you know, but yeah, sometimes it's fun just to go with the original trio. So for this one, you only have a certain amount of days to actually get it done, right? You have 11 days to get the S rank. Obviously, you could take more time if you need, but, you know, we're trying to go for that S rank, or at least the best rank that we can get for our first attempt. So, I took a look at the map a little bit earlier, and I saw that, you know, he's got a boatload of units all over the place, so, you know, you do gotta be aware of that. The first thing that I do see is that he's got that medium tank up there, right? I believe he's got a couple fighters and stuff up there, too. On the max side of things. So one thing that I want to do is I want to send a fighter over to Andy's area, right? Because Andy doesn't really have a whole lot of support. Most of the time Andy is kind of like missile bait for Sturm, right? So, you know, I figured that it would be good if he had a little bit of backup this time. So Sammy has an interesting corner here too. She's primarily Navy, right? And there's not really too much that happens with Navy in this one. I actually found it kind of difficult to get Sammy rolling, because you don't start with a lander or anything either. So, I mean, you can build a lander on day 2. You can send some infantry and stuff to that little island over there by like day 3 and start capping stuff. But then you got to deal with the big boy over there, right? The big cannon. Mr. Cannon. So either way, you know, I just station myself, I capture a bunch of properties. Tanks, B-copters, bombers, send all direct units out. We can't lose. At least that's what he thinks, right? I mean, if you guys remember, Flock loses a lot, unfortunately. But he does have sort of an overwhelming force here right away. So, you know, anybody that played the original Advance Wars, they might have a little bit of PTSD here, remembering seeing all of Sturm's units rush at you, right? So, yeah, the PTSD is real, guys. It's real, that's for sure. Guys or girls, by the way. I don't know who's watching, but I appreciate you all. Thank you. Right here. Alright, so yeah, that is it's a large force over there. So I originally brought all my units up, and now I'm kind of like second guessing myself. I'm like, ooh, maybe I should like bring them back. Might be a good idea. Alright, so probably my thought is like the most important things to keep alive would be those anti-air. Most of the time when it comes to like direct combat units, you know, you can sort of deal with that, you know, most of the time. you know, you build a couple mechs here and there against the AI, and like, you know, they can't really do too much. But yeah, the air units, that's the real problem, right? And he kept that bomber like just out of range too, which is unfortunate of my fighter at least. But that's okay because I have a nice juicy hit on that medium tank right there, so that'll be good. I am able to take a couple shots here. Yeah, going for something. Alright, so I take out the fighter. Cool. Cool. And I send both of my fighters out into the orange star area. It's like I said, he's got a bomber, he's got lots of battle copters. Gotta take care of them. And he can't take care of them all by himself. You know? Andy may be like my favorite CO to play in Advanced Wars by Web, in the league and everything, but yeah, he doesn't really do too well on his own. He always needs some backup, but you know, that's why it's good to have friends, right? You got friends to back you up, and you know, you just feel good. So, what else do we got going on here? Let's move my tanks out. Move my APC out, get a little supply going. I'm hoping, crossing my fingers that his battlecopter will actually attack the APC. But we're gonna see. We are gonna see what happens. So the battleship is getting pretty close, which is pretty spooky. Don't really want that to happen. And it's in range of my little rocket there too, which is unfortunate. Alright, so I do build that lander. Woo! Got a lander out here. And I pulled my rocket back just a little bit. Now I'm kind of just like congested there, right? I'm hoping that his battleship, like, you know, comes a little bit closer so that I can hopefully get it in range of the rocket and or artillery units. Barbaric blow. We're gonna see what sort of barbaric blows can be done here. Also, I fixed my sound on my emulator, so now you can actually hear the game music, which is pretty cool. I'm a fan of the game music. Ah, no! Yeah, there goes. Oh, no. That's no good. Lost 2 valuable loot units right there. Well, it's like, okay, so the battlecopters are valuable, but in the long game, like, you know, they're not needed really too much. I mean, with Max, you're mostly wanting to just like bomber spam, pretty much. That's how you win these missions, just bomber spam. Get a couple bombers out there with Max. Max can take out all those missiles or mini cannons in like one turn with a bomber. So that is sort of what you want to do most of the time. Alright, so we got a lot of flashing units up in our face, and it is it's looking kind of spooky, but meh, it's okay. Everything will be fine as long as I can hit that bomber. Pew. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, so Andy's main focus is to take out the anti-air units. So if he can take out the anti-air units, then Max can come in with his bomber and his fighters and just take out the rest of them. Alright, so if you look at the layout of the field right now, like, you're gonna see that the 2 fighters are gonna be able to take out the 2 battlecopters next turn. The bomber will be able to hit the anti-air. So that will completely cripple his push right there. Like, the battlecopters aren't gonna be able to do damage. The only thing he's gonna have left is just a couple of tanks. And hey, Give up while you still can. Boom. Max comes in with a max blast. Not a max force, a max blast. Which is the superpower version of it. So powerful. Alright, so gotta take out that fighter. And I think I could hit that other fighter. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna hit the other fighter. And then Max is gonna go up and take a shot at the big boy anti-air right there. Hopefully my last two fighters are just gonna clean house with those battle copters. No, I got the movement, so super good. Now the nice thing about pushing your fighters over to the east or to help out with Orange Star is now those fighters are actually in position to attack the airport that Sammy has to deal with, which will allow her like a lot more leeway when it comes to just moving around, right? Okay, so finish capturing the city. No, I don't want that fighter to move. And I was kind of afraid that the battlecopter was gonna just finish off the tank, right? So I just kind of block it with the medium tank instead. So I had to think about that one. It's like, is it worth taking the 3 damage on the medium tank the next turn? I determined no. No, it wasn't. So you'll be able to finish off that mini cannon like no problem later on. So there's not really too much of a rush to actually do it. Obviously you do want to do it eventually because that's your win condition, but you need to do it right away. Nah, not important. What is important is making sure that battleship does not hit your units. That is the important thing. Now, unfortunately, I think the battleship is actually in range of one of my mechs now, which is, yeah, kind of sad, but, you know, whatever. What can you do? I'm going to be able to land on the island, which is nice. And just build a couple more infantry. And Sammy is still locked down over there by that battleship. So until I can do something about that, you know, just locked in. Can't really go anywhere. But the nice thing now is like Flock's initial push is so crippled that Orange Star is actually going to be able to push up now. All I got to do is just take care of the few tanks that are right in front of you. Once that is done, bada bing, bada boom, you're good to go. And you can see Flock didn't even attack the medium tanks of mine either, which is good. So they didn't want that. Okay, I think I have a hyper upgrade this turn too. I don't think I'm gonna pop it this turn though, because there's not really any point to popping it. I mean, you can clearly see that all my units are full health. All the units that got destroyed were, you know, injured units or whatever, so not too much point of that. Do a nice juicy 7 damage to that guy. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's not too bad. That was like, okay, that probably was like a max luck roll too, which is pretty cool. You know, 60% going right up to 70. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. That's for sure. All right, so I got 9k funds left over. I'm not gonna bother building a battlecopter or anything. I don't really need it. I would like to save up a little bit more to hopefully maybe buy a bomber with Andy or something. All right, so he's captured the airport, which is kind of sad, but you know, whatever. It'll be fine. Everything's good. We're gonna have a good time. Okay, I'm just gonna willy-nilly plant that guy over there. Send one of my fighters back. Pop the mini cannon for 66% damage. Now, for anybody that doesn't know how a mini cannon works, I'm pretty sure that their defenses are comparable to a medium tank, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what it is. Like, they're about as... Yeah, their defenses are like a medium tank. So if you're gonna be, you know, attacking one of them, unless you're attacking with like a heavy unit like a medium tank or something, you're not gonna do too much damage. I think a normal tank would do somewhere between like 13 to 15. Depending on your CO, Max will be able to hit it for like a little bit more, obviously, but you know, it is what it is. And they can only fire in front of you. That's it. Or in front of them, sorry. So you won't have to worry about that too much. Now the annoying part with Sammy is she only has access to 3 of those properties there. And that's pretty much it. Down, down, down. And she is still locked. Now I can't remember why I built the cruiser, but I think there was a reason. I think I was just like preemptively thinking about subs or something. Oh no, I know what it was. It's because a sub shot down my lander. What a jerk. Crushing stuff is what I do best, and what I do best is crushing stuff. So he's got another barbaric blow, as we can see. So let's see what sort of heavy damage he's going to be able to do with this one. Also, I like when Black Hole captures a property, it's like a boo. It's like, boo! We don't want you here. You know what I want? More Black Hole missions. I want to play as Flock and have to, like, you know, fight off the entire Orange Star army. I want to be the guy to take them all out. Actually, I think there is another ROM where you get to play as Black Hole. I should play that, actually, too. That would be fun. Okay. So, safe to take a shot at that. He doesn't really have any air units left, so I don't have to worry about it too much. Too much. So, Orange Star is able to push up, which is great. And the good thing about this is, since you're not fighting Sturm in a final battle type situation, you can actually just deathball all your units together. And you don't have to worry about it. It's a good time. Alright, so Max's turn. It's gonna finish off the mini cannon. Taken out. Okay. Fighter is gonna move in. APC is going to supply. And this bomber is gonna go over there. So Andy is fine now. Like, he doesn't need any more support. He is good to go. So now Max can focus on pushing north in his area and then pushing east and taking out any mini cannons that he encounters along the way. And I prevented Flock from getting that base over there too, which is, I think, is probably one of the most important things in this mission too. Because the last thing you really want is to deal with fresh new flak units right in Max's face. Now the AI probably wouldn't build anything like too significant, but just the fact that he can is annoying, so you don't want to deal with it. Alright, so I used the fighter to reveal the sub. Smart. Good job, Max. Max is a smart cookie. Teamwork. Okay, take a big hit at that guy. Cool. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And luckily Sammy gets that extra capture, right? Or extra capture time, or whatever you want to call it. So she's able to get those properties, which is cool. Very cool. Now I could actually move that rocket into range to take a shot at the battle or the battleship, but I'm kind of, I don't really know if he's going to shoot at my rocket or if he's gonna shoot at, you know, the APC, or like what's he gonna do, right? Oh, we're gonna find out. Yeah, okay, so I don't risk it. Just move some infantry up, that's all. And, you know, there's not even really any point to buy anything. You only got 9,000 funds. I'm hopefully going to end this on Andy. That's my goal. Because I feel like Andy is going to do overall the best. Even though Andy did lose a couple of units already, but that's my hope. Cross fingers, guys and girls. All right, so day 6. So this could actually be a good opportunity to use hyper upgrade, because it would make it so the anti-air could hit the bomber. But if it's totally worth it, I haven't determined yet. Okay, well if I went for that capture, that means I probably did not choose to do that. Okay. I'm leaving that base open for Sammy. Andy is not a greedy person. You know, he doesn't need it. Put my missile in a spot where he can cover most of the area. So hopefully that's going to happen. And I have enough funds to build my own bomber. So now I got some heavy units that I can actually do some damage to those mini cannons with, which is great. That's what you want. Alright. So I'm going to take out that 5 HP fighter that's been healing up, so that my bomber can actually move up. I'm also going to put him in position to get a refuel too. Because he got a refuel. Otherwise they blow up. And at this point too, if you're going like that amount of distance with a bomber, if you don't refuel at some point along the way, it's not gonna make it all the way. Like, it will blow up, and then if it blows up too early, well, I mean, then your plan is completely ruined. So get those refuels while you can, for sure. Alright, so units down by the HQ, you know, they're not gonna really make it to the battlefield in time. So you gotta build your big units, right? Or you can build APCs and infantry. All good things. All good things. Alright, so take out the sub. Continue capturing some of the properties. Now Sammy has enough to build a Neo tank, which is great. Because now that Neo tank is going to be pushing up, taking care of the black mini cannon over there. Now I'm going to back it up with 2 artillery units as well. Great. Go to capture the property. Move the infantry over a little bit. I can't really move him anywhere. So yeah, just completely landlocked over there. Like, you can't really move too far. Once again, hoping that that battleship will just take a shot at the APC or one of the infantry around there, so that the rocket will be able to follow up with a big old shot. Oh, so it attacked the Mech Capture in the city, which is cool. Not something I actually expected there, but that's okay because, well, I mean, now I'm gonna get a shot, so perfect. Right, day 7. Day 7, we're running out of time. We gotta get up there. Alright, so now I'm gonna use my hyper upgrade. So more than anything, I'm using the hyper upgrade for the firepower boost at this point. There's only one unit it's gonna heal, but because I'm gonna get that +1 movement and the power bonus, I think it's like really important to use it now. Especially with the sheer amount of things that are popping up in my area. Okay, so it's safe to move a little bit up. Neo tank isn't going to be able to reach me. So I know I am going to take some hits for this push, but if you don't push up, well, I mean, you're not going to win. So sometimes you have to determine whether or not your risk versus reward is worth it. And at this point, I pretty much decided that yeah, it was. So bomber able to move all the way up out of range of all those mini cannons, and I'm good to go. Build a battle copter. It's gone. It's out of here. So that's one less mini cannon I have to worry about in Andy's territory, which is pretty cool. Now, I wasn't expecting him to build a fighter out of that airport, which is annoying, so, you know, I gotta take a shot at that. So slowly but surely, my fighter is gonna get whittled down if he keeps building fighters out of there. But, I mean, it's a max fighter, increased direct combat, so it'll be okay for a little while, at least. Okay, building bombers. When in doubt, build a bomber. Okay, it's day 7, Sammy's turn. She's got a little bit of stuff to deal with over here, which is getting sort of annoying. So I'm going to use my power, double time, because, you know, it's not important to really capture too many properties in here. What is important is to take out the units that are in my face so that I can get up there and go do stuff. That's what I want to do. But unfortunately, 97% even with a luck roll is not enough to take out that that dude, which is kind of sad. Very sad. Sad face. Alright, so I don't even bother finish capturing on that base either, because I see a juicy hit on that artillery unit that I can take, so I decide to take that shot instead of finish capturing. The base itself, it's not really needed. I just got it for extra security for Sammy, just in case she needed it, right? So the most important thing for Sammy, once again, it's that island that I'm on over there with the Neo tank, right? You can get that island, you get a couple Neo tanks pushing up there, and eventually you're going to hit the 2 black cannons along the way. So you want to make sure that you destroy those 2 black cannons before, you know, Andy pushes up to the big base up there and can take up the last one. So you're on a time crunch, people. You got to get up there. We got another barbaric below. So metal. Love it. No, my mech. He killed my mech. What am I gonna do without a mech? Okay. Capture, capture. So I can pop that for 40% with an artillery. Finish capturing some properties there. So 46% with that. Can I finish it off? No. Oh, God. Oh. Was that full HP when it attacked? I think it was. Oh, that's terrible. That is unfortunate. Oh, man. Or maybe it was only at 7. I don't know. I can't remember. But either way. Yeah. Live and die by luck. That's how it works. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Finish capping a property. So Andy's got lots of bases now. Like, he's good to go. Just got nothing to worry about. Just gonna pump up my numbers. Could have actually built another one, but yeah, I forgot, I guess. Okay, double cap there. And I'm just gonna base block him. Don't gotta deal with no more units coming out of that factory. Cool. Alright, medium tanks going in. And I'll block that base with that little itty bitty tank right there. Cool, cool, cool. And then let's push up the infantry storm. Moving the APCs forward. Alright, so I noticed that my fighter is running out of fuel too, so I want to get it taken care of. You know, he needs fuel. I don't want him to blow up. Alright, so bomber could potentially attack the medium tank, or it could potentially attack the mini cannon over in Orange Star's territory. So I'm gonna attack the medium tanks. I don't want that to push up. And at this point, you know, Orange Star is fine. If it takes one small hit from a mini cannon, you know, it's not too significant. If I get super spooked, I can always just pop hyper repair. You know, get that 3 HP because Andy gets additional healing in this hack, which is great. Love it. I wish that was the way it was in Advanced Wars by Web. Be great because I would pop hyper repair probably all the time. Because 3 stars, 3 HP, I think that's super worth it. Okay, don't even have to worry about it. So I had a plan all along. See? Mech was going to follow up the hit. And I can take out the battleship finally. Ooh, great. Perfect. Okay, so just gonna pop that unit right there. Capture another city. Pump out another medium tank. And just move the rest of my units up a little bit. Sammy's push down there is super slow. She doesn't really have too much going on. Sammy's team is so good. Alright, Flock. What is Flock gonna do now? It's gonna shoot my flipping Neo tank, jerk. So mean. And he's pumping out a sub. Oh boy. So day 9. So as you can see, running out of time. Running out of time. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it in 11 days. One percent. So you're saying there's a chance? And there was. I got it. Neo tank is gone forever. It's never coming back. Alright, so getting rid of that that annoying little missile right there is definitely key. That'll make it so I can actually get the shots that I want without having to worry about it. Alright, so that's a mistake. Terrible mistake. Yeah, see, I'm looking at that that airport right there and I'm like, oh yeah, I should have like built it out of this airport probably. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but I didn't. Alright. Getting that fighter refueled so he can push back up. So at this point too, one of the things that the fighters could actually do, which will be beneficial to like the overall mission, is you can actually use them as cannon bait. So you can push up the fighter with like a bunch of medium tanks or things that are like of a lower value, and then force the mini cannons to fire on the fighters instead of your units that you actually want, right? So that is something that they could be used for. So keep that in mind if you ever play this mission or any other mission that has, you know, mini cannons, because valuable information, guys. Okay. So I'm going to push up with the tanks and I am leaving the anti-air on the base over there. And all those units can just stay down there. They're not really doing anything. Just build an emergency battlecopter just in case I need it. Alright, Sammy, you're up. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? In true AI fashion, I'm going for the APC. Gotta take it out. It's important. Can't have things having gas. You know how expensive gas is right now? Nobody wants it. Oh, I almost ended my turn accidentally. That would have been bad. So, yeah, there's not really too much that Sammy can do on land. You know, she's kind of just there looking pretty. The one thing you really, really want to do is just build more Neo tanks and just push them up. Right there. The Neo tank force is a-coming. Alright, so Flock moves. 1 unit, 2 units. That's it. Yeah, good. Alright. Poor Flock. That's why I say I want a mission where I get to play Flock and you have to fight like, you know, 3 people. That'd be great. And then just like take them all out. You're all done. I do have a hyper repair ready. So that's cool. Alright, now let's just move these guys forward. Sort of a waste of time to actually just move all these units though, because they're not really gonna be doing anything in the long run. You know, they're never gonna make it. They're never gonna do any damage to the mini cannons. What I do want to do is take out that fighter. Gotta get that score. Gotta get that rating. Take out as many things as you can for the rating. I also don't want my things to die, so I'm bringing a couple units back. For the rating, guys. For the rating. Guys and girls. Okay. So, let's see what I can do here. So, yeah. Okay. Go for it, Captain. Taking them out. Capture the property, little infantryman. You can do it. I believe in you. Like I said too, moving all those units, like, it's not even really needed to. I mean, at this point, there's only a few key units right now that are actually going to be viable. And everything else, you just kind of like, yeah, don't really need it. Oh my god, did you... Okay, you know what I forgot to do is I forgot to attack the missile. Definitely unfortunate. But you know, I guess sometimes you just forget things, right? When you're playing on a big map like this, it's easy to forget stuff like that. But I think it'll be fine. You know, don't really gotta worry about it too much. But, I mean, forgetting something like that with, like, a really valuable unit, I mean, that could be your S-rank condition, like, out the window right there. Definitely could have did it a day sooner. Sway she goes. Sway she goes. It's the way of the road. Alright, so just base block him so he can't build anything. And let's see. So he's still got quite a few units too, which is not like super great. We are approaching the end. So one thing I could do is never give up. Never, never give up. Get that 3 HP heal going. Alright, take out that stupid missile. Stupid missile. Alright, gotta start doing damage to those guys right there, because, oh god, I gotta get them out of here. I'm running so low on time. Ooh. Gonna get me a base too. That's super fun. Alright, moving my missile up. Moving my infantry up. Blah, 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 blah. Slowly but... Oh, excuse me. Slowly but surely. They're getting there. They are getting there. And we got sweet bombers moving up. And pretty much at this point, like... you know... Nothing else is gonna be able to get up there. You gotta finish it with what you got. And what I got is a lot, so you know it should be okay. Hopefully, cross fingers. Okay, so just moving a few units there, getting the bomber ready to attack the thing. What is it? The mini cannon. Get ready to attack the mini cannon over there. So that's good. It takes so long for Max to actually get these properties over here too. So annoying. I mean, I probably forgot about them too at some point, but hey, that's okay. What I didn't forget is to buy another bomber. You need more bombers. Alright, end the turn. Sammy's turn. So Sammy's got a super important job here too. She has to take care of that mini cannon. Which will be perfect because you get the Neo tank to move up there. And then next turn you should be able to move the medium tank out of the way, or no, I don't know. What would you do? Because the mini cannon is gonna attack the Neo tank. So maybe double time might give me enough firepower bonus to take it out. Hopefully. Cross fingers at least. Hopefully, folks. Wish me the best of luck here. Alright, Sammy, you don't have to keep moving things. Okay, so, barbaric blow. Barbaric blow. It's a coming. It's out of control. Okay, alright, so pretty much one of the last days here. So I can take that out. I can take this out. Almost take it out. Not much else is really needed for Andy. Just kind of finally take out the fighter. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Nice, nice. That's how it's done. All right, so I just end the turn. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not moving. No point. No point of moving. Okay. Max force. Let's see what kind of force I can get with this max force. Capture properties, moving bombers. My dog's coming to say hello. Hey, buddy. Probably already heard my cat saying hello. He's been meowing a bit here. That's what they do though, right? Alright, Sammy turn. Let's see what she's got. Infantry assault. Double time. So I'm hoping that this double time will give me just enough firepower bonus to take that out. No, it doesn't give you a firepower bonus. No. No. Yeah, so I just got to look at defeat on my face while that was happening. I remember that specifically too. I was just like, oh, really? Why you gotta play me like this game? Alright, so nothing else is gonna be able to happen with that. So, you know, you just build your Neo tank and leave. It's day 12. Oh boy. So, shoot. Day 13. Alright, so I am going to be able to finish it this turn. So I'm just going to build as many units to get my unit count up. Wow, dog, you're in a lovely mood today, eh? Alright, let's finish that with that. Then 1 HP. Boom. Victory! Alright, so 94, 95, 92. So I got them all in the 90s, but it's an A rank, not an S rank. But that's okay, because normally in like these 3 versus 1 missions, I do a lot poorer. So, you know, all things considered, I was okay. I was definitely okay with that. Alright, so that was the Great Stampede. What a beautiful mission. I had a lot of fun doing that. Kartal definitely put a lot of effort into that one. I just like the layout of the map too, you know, it's a very good layout. My only complaint is just that little, like, you know, little shoreline with Sammy. It was tough to get through, but that was part of the enjoyment, right? You had to figure out how you can get through there, especially with navigating around that battleship. Now, I think there is actually a way to lure that battleship in a few turns earlier so that you can hit it, but I didn't do it this time. So, is what it is. But, anyways, that was a good one. So, be sure to tune in next time for the next mission, Paradise Resort. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. And I'm going to leave a link in the description below where you can check out Kartal's channel, where you can download the ROM hack. And if you want to play Advance Wars in a competitive fashion, I will leave the Advance Wars by Web link in below as well. So you can join for free today and start playing against people from around the world. So, me and my dog, we thank you for watching. You have a fantastic day, everybody. Mr. Cannon, semi-original guy, signing out. Bye-bye for now.